Fra Juan de Homedes y Coscon was a Spanish Hospitaller. He was the 47th Grand Master of the Order of Malta, between 1536 and 1553. Early life. Little is known about de Homedes' early life, except that he was born in Aragon in around 1477. He eventually joined the Order of St. John on Rhodes, and fought bravely in the Ottoman siege of 1522. He eventually moved to the island of Malta along with the rest of the order in 1530. Grand Mastership. Upon the death of Didier de Saint-Guy on 26 September 1536, de Homedes was elected by the order and he became the 47th Grand Master of the order on 20 October of that year. In July 1551, the Ottomans attempted to take Malta but were deterred, and so they attacked the sister island of Gozo, which capitulated after some days of fierce fighting. Nearly the entire population of the island were taken as slaves, including the governor Gelation de Cesar and other knights. In August of that year, the order suffered another blow when it lost its North African stronghold of Tripoli to an Ottoman force commanded by the famous corsair leader, Dragut, and the Admiral Sanar in the siege of Tripoli. De Homedes blamed the loss on the military governor of Tripoli, Gaspard de Vallier, and had him defrocked and imprisoned. De Vallier was later rehabilitated by Grand Master Jean Parisot de Valot. After the events of 1551, de Homedes began a program to fortify Malta better. The first stone for a new fort, Fort St. Michael, was laid down on 8 May 1552 on Lesola, a peninsula adjacent to the order's capital at Birgu. Meanwhile, Fort St. Elmo began to be built on the Cyberas Peninsula, a much larger peninsula facing both Birgu and Isola. De Homedes died on 6 September 1553 and was succeeded by Claude de la Sengel as Grand Master, who continued the fortification work started by de Homedes. He was buried in Fort St. Angelo, but his remains were later moved to St. John's Co-Cathedral in Valletta. Portrayal in fiction. De Homedes is portrayed in an unflattering light in Dorothy Dunnett's novel, The Disorderly Knights, which is set in 1551 during the Dragut raid on Malta and Gozo, and the subsequent fall of Tripoli. The novel shows him as miserly, cruel, partisan towards other Spanish knights, lacking in a strategy, and extremely selfish. He is also portrayed as an ineffectual and spiteful leader in Marthy's Fenwick's 2011 novel Eight-Pointed Cross, set in Malta and the Ottoman Empire in 1542 through 1551. Eight-Pointed Cross depicts the loss of Gozo and Tripoli to Dragut Ray and Sanar Pasha, and the order's failure to help the over 5,000 civilians captured in the sieges. Homedes appears in The Course of Fortune by Tony Rothman, in which his role in the first siege of Malta, the sack of Gozo, and his prosecution of the knights after the fall of Tripoli are described in detail.